got my
Powered
mind
by
on doing
Riverside.
it. We'll figure it out at some point.
All right.
Next season.
Season 2, we're going to have a better tech guy. Yo, welcome everybody. Humpday Highlights, episode 25. The divisional round of the playoffs just ended. My mic is working this week. Have the right one selected, not this one up here by my temple. So we're going to go. We're in action. As you can see, we do not have Bryce today. Working, I think what he was saying, working his heart away or something like that.
Yeah, he said something like that. Or
Ethan always has a better reason than what that.
I couldn't think of one off the top of my head just now. I was trying really hard.
But yes, so he's here with us in spirits, and he sent us his picks, even though I think his pick's going to be the same as everybody else.
No.
So in terms of who's available, maybe we'll see. We'll see. Bleach is making a face over there, so we'll see.
Bleach already knows who won the Super Bowl this year.
You got the script?
Yeah, I got the script.
Well, last week, another just to kind of continue on with this type of season that it was a great week of football. Like, if you're a fan of football, you know what I mean? Just it doesn't matter if it was your team or not. There were a couple of good games.
Well, 3/4 of it was good.
Well, most of it, yeah. But it was, you know what I mean? It's playoff football. It's the competitive nature, the back and forth that it comes with, I feel like is the important part. And you had that, like we've had all season, especially in the playoff. The 49ers and Seahawks one, it wasn't that great on the scoreboard, but in terms of competitive there, you know what I mean? That's the first game we'll get into. The Seahawks defense is just dominating, man. They make it real easy for Sam Darnold not to have a bad game this year in the playoffs. So as long as they keep continuing to put him in positions like that where it's kind of just taking the stress off of them, it opens up that playbook completely as to what they want to do. I don't know. What do you guys think? What you guys thought? They were dominating answer to the 49ers?
I don't want to take away from it. They did dominate them, and they looked great. They looked sharp. Defense looked good. But, I mean, the 49ers shouldn't have even been there. It was impressive that they got there. So, kudos to the Niners staff.
Their run was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably shouldn't. They had no business being there. Like, everybody, I'm assuming everybody except Niners fans thought that was going to be exactly how it was that night.
Yeah, well, I mean, even some Niner fans that are not delusional probably understood what was at stake here. You know what I mean? If they could get another miracle win like they've been getting, hell yeah. You know what I mean?
If they were 100% healthy, that game might be a one-score game, overtime game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. A lot closer than it was, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think domino effect, though. We'll talk about it later when we get into head coach signings, but Saleh, I think he goes to a better team if they do a little bit better. You know what I mean? I don't think Tennessee's the team he ends up with. You know what I mean? But
wait, you think the DC would get a better job if he didn't let his defense give up 41 points?
That's exactly what I mean.
That's crazy.
Especially with the job opening that became available over the recent couple of days. You know what I mean? I feel like everyone should pause and see what the options are, especially after some of the big signings. You know what I mean? But
no.
What do you think, Bleach? They are who we thought they were?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of agree with Ship. Maybe if they had...
No one knows who that is here.
Oh, sorry, with Ethan. My bad. Anyways, no, I just think if maybe this score would have been different if they had a full roster. Sorry, my mic's picking up some noise. But yeah, I think everyone kind of knew what was going to happen in that game. The Seahawks defense was just too much for the fifth string Niners to handle. So.
Oh yeah, he's got a point.
For sure. We got Bryce in the chat, so put him on there. It's crazy though. All they needed was a kickoff return. They didn't even need to score the rest of the game. It's true because from that Shaheed kick return. You know what I mean? It was set from there. It was
What a way to start a home playoff game in the divisional round, right?
especially an addition to your team.
Yeah.
Not even like didn't start the season. An addition needs to be an explosive player to kind of fit in with the core group that's already been there, and that's exactly what he did. So it was crazy.
Yeah.
And moving forward, I don't think it's going to impact them much. But Charbonnet is done.
You mean for the rest of the season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some fans might actually like that because I know it's been a split. A lot of people think Kenneth Walker should be the guy. A lot of people think Charbonnet should be the guy. They're both capable. And then whatever Sam Darnold had an oblique injury, I don't even know if that was real or not. I mean, but just injuries to keep in mind moving forward. I think missing Charbonnet is not going to hurt them too much because Kenneth Walker can do it.
And has.
Yeah.
That boy just needs to run straight sometimes, though. That's it.
Quit going side to side, yeah. No, I hear it. So I'm curious to see how that plays out. They got another home game against a division rival who they've already played against at home. So I'll be curious to see how it's tough to beat teams multiple times throughout the season. That's what's interesting about the division matchups. So the fact that there will be someone from their division, you know what I mean, representing the Super Bowl, I think is already a tough feat in itself, but that's going to be such a good game.
Yeah.
Other game we had went into overtime. The Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. Broncos were able to edge them out and get the W at the end, 33-30. Emotional Buffalo team there at the end, huh?
No.
You think ulterior meaning in terms of not just like making it there, but like knowing that, hey, this could be our year. Like some of these heavy hitters aren't here. Like this could be it. Last year in our old stadium. Let's do it for the fans. Like,
well, I think there's that, but I mean, you look back the last 5, 6, 7 years, like I've even sat there and been like, man, the Bills can go all the way, like any one of those years. So it's got to be emotional because they have the talent and they got a great quarterback with Josh Allen, but it's like they just can't seem to get over that divisional or conference championship.
Yeah.
Who do they bring in? Who's the fix for that?
Receiver. I would go get a bona fide receiver, like a legit
number one,
household number one, and fix that room. I think James Cook's fine. They locked him up. The line's pretty good. They're not terrible. Defense, they got good. They got playmakers on defense. They were a little banged up, but
talking at the helm.
At the helm, I have no idea.
Who's available? Mike McDaniel, like in division rivalry, send him over there.
He ain't gonna help nobody.
I don't think so either. But most divisions I see, that's the type of shit that they do. They like to hire within because that's what they see. Yeah. They coach against them. They study them. So Pickens, is Pickens available this year in the offseason?
I think.
Or would they sign him to? They don't. They're notorious for not wanting to sign people. So.
Yeah, that is true.
And Pickens will walk. He ain't gonna play back and forth.
Oh, he would be nasty there. That would solve a lot of problems, I think.
That was Bryce for those that are listening and not watching in the chat. Bryce said Pickens.
Along with him, maybe more of like a pass rush or something.
Yeah.
Some interior lineman. But for a head coach, I have no idea.
I mean, I have a list of who's left, but Brian Daboll go back?
That could be interesting, actually, because he started with Josh Allen, no?
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting.
Well, Josh Allen started with him. He was already.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So,
other than that,
who knows? Curious to see how that plays out. And I'm sure the entire league didn't think it was a position that was going to be available as it is. You know what I mean? So,
Bills fans, who do you guys want there? That's what I want to know. Could Mike Tomlin go there?
No. I think he's taking a year off. I don't think you see him anywhere. You're gonna see him on TV.
That's where he probably should be.
I think you're gonna see him on TV for the 1 year. He's gonna fucking love it. He's gonna be the king of TV. Everyone's gonna love him, and then he doesn't go back to coaching. I don't see it. Doesn't need to. What's he have to prove? What's he have to prove? Not one losing season in his entire coaching career. See you later. I don't need to do shit no more.
I seen somebody say they wanted Mike Tomlin to go there because they have Big Ben 2.0 with Josh Allen. So
it's on Big Ben on steroids. Well, I guess less lean.
Athletic.
A lean Big Ben, yeah. And Big Ben did some shit that you're like, how the hell? So I'm curious to see how that plays out. This is gonna be a sought out position. I think Harbaugh still doesn't entertain it even if he didn't sign with the Bills. You know what I mean? I know he wanted to stay out of the AFC.
No.
So
it's a good position though.
Oh yeah.
Or would be a good team to go to for a lot of these guys.
Coming into a nice brand new stadium. Nice coach. Nice quarterback. If not the best quarterback out there right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think from like a prestige, like possible win it now mindset, the Ravens were a top spot, and then I would put the Bills right there.
Yeah.
You got former MVPs, you got solid running backs, you got defensive playmakers. Like
it's established.
Yeah.
Well, something that is not necessarily established is the quarterback position for the Broncos. Although Coach Sean Payton does say Stidham is ready, so he's good to go. He said at the beginning of the season he thought it was an advantage coming into it that he had his backup could be a starter anywhere else. I don't see that. I don't think I've ever seen that with Stidham.
Nobody even knew who he was.
Broncos fans have to be optimistic, and they have to remember the days where he did have a couple of good games here and there, but like his highlights are from the same game. Like I was watching his highlights that this is all against the same opponent. Game? Yeah, this is all against the same opponent. Like, what are we doing? He did start like double-digit games one season for them. So it did happen. I think it was 2024 season before Bo Nix.
Was that around like the Osweiler era and all that stuff when they're going just
a little bit
flying
after.
through quarterback?
Yep.
That's wild.
I saw a picture.
Raiders, right?
It may have been. I saw a picture today. It was when Stidham was the starting quarterback at Auburn, and Bo Nix was a high school recruit on his visit.
Damn.
Stand next to him. That's the age difference. And now Bo Nix will miss the game. I don't know if anybody saw. If you didn't know, if we're breaking it here, I don't know how we are, but yeah, it looked like on the kneel down, right? When he took a knee. Or was it the play before?
It was the play before. They did an outside zone run with the QB. Completely unnecessary.
Didn't even happen.
That whole game plan, like, I'm a Bo Nix fan. I like him and the way he plays. I like getting him involved with the run game, but he's not a running back. You guys have R.J. Harvey. He's had a solid rookie season. Give that man the ball. Let him run these outside zones.
He's also I don't want to use this term incorrectly. He's not a mobile quarterback. Like, he can run. He can go pick up yards, but he's not like a let's make QB run plays for him. That's not the kind of quarterback he is. He's an improviser. He can make, you know what I mean? Boom, he needs to bring out the pocket. He needs to run up the middle. It breaks down. You know what I mean? That's the kind of running I feel like is more catered towards his strengths.
Like a scrambling quarterback.
Like a scramble, not necessarily like, we're not designed to run plays. So kind of like what Baker has been able to do. Like, that's kind of how I see Bo Nix, but just maybe a little more athletic. So like you said, for some of these plays that they were making, they were kind of forcing it, not letting it just kind of come naturally.
Like, that was the Sean Payton's game plan in a way, was we're going to run the ball with Bo Nix like no one will ever expect it. And, and then they went to the pass game a lot, which against the Bills, I mean, it worked out for them, but against the Bills, they're a pass defense.
Mm-hmm.
So I get the concept like, oh, we're just going to go after them, and they had success. But give R.J. Harvey the ball, man. Let that dude just run it.
Well, I think we're going to see a load of that this weekend, because there's no way Stidham's just coming and throwing the ball 45 times. Like,
J.K. Dobbins might come back.
I did see that they opened up his 21-day window So if between now and this weekend, he's able to get clearance from the practice doctor, then I think he's good to go. But I see them giving the ball to Harvey a lot. That they're going to rely on him a lot. I don't necessarily think he's ready to take on all of it. So Stidham's going to need to open up that run for him. He's going to need to hit some of these easy passes, these dump offs, these checkdowns. That's going to at least open up some of this run. There's no way they hit him with the full playbook, right?
Well, he's been there long enough.
Yeah, but he was there before this coaching staff got there too. It's a whole new coaching staff has come through. So I'm sure he's been playing a lot of practice team quarterback for them as well, which is playing other teams' offenses.
But he hasn't played like a live game in like 2 years, right?
At all. Nothing this season. Not one snap.
Oh, but I mean, I don't know. Sean Payton is saying the things he's saying. I believe it when I see it. I'm not sure.
They went and signed Ben DiNucci as his backup. So
who?
Exactly. DiNucci, he was there before. I think a couple seasons ago. I think maybe even last season he was on their team. From their practice squad signed him, so he'll be the backup this weekend behind Stidham. So
and that just sucks. Like if you're a Broncos fan, I know we were pulling for Broncos. They've been a favorite all year, and then second to last play running the quarterback for no damn reason. You had the game in the bag.
And then the kneel down after was even I'm sure that didn't help. You could see the uncomfortability after.
No, that's what's crazy. Is you design run it to the right hash just to come back and kneel it in the center of the field.
In the middle, yeah.
In the middle. At least if you're going to design a run for him, like you said, I think he's more scramble. You do maybe a check into his run. So, right, say he motions somebody, say if they're in man. If they're in man, then you check to a quarterback draw, right? Because you know that those corners and safeties are manned up, so their backs are going to turn right when the receivers take off. Then you can run a little quarterback draw. But you're not running powers, and you're not running sweeps with Bo Nix.
Outside zone reads with Bo Nix.
It's wild.
Franchise quarterback.
When we just need to kick the field goal and get out of here.
And get out of here.
You know who could do that? R.J. Harvey. You hear that, Sean Payton? You listening?
Hand off.
Or toss it. Yeah, something. Direct snap. It don't matter.
Carol for advice. Our Sunday games, we had the Texans and the Patriots. Yeah, I think Texans, that defense was super there. They were ready to go. And I think New England just made it very uncomfortable for CJ Stroud, which I think was the game plan and the strategy it had to be coming in because the team before the last week, the Steelers did that to him and made him super uncomfortable, and it showed. And they were able to get the win because the defense is super good and kind of keep them in these positions. But their defense can only do so much. That offense was not doing anything, right? They couldn't really get anything going against the Patriots. So good on the Patriots. Moving on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you guess?
I think they could have just stood still and C.J. Stroud still would have threw as many interceptions.
Dude, he was playing so bad. The last two games.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah. And I think I mentioned it to one of you guys, was like, after that second pick, you could just look at his face. His heart wasn't in it. He was scared. He had that deer in the headlights look, and they looked like that the rest of the damn game. Yeah. Like he had no clue what was going on. I saw something that his hand might have been hurt. People think he might have been playing injured. Still, like, some of his throws, just, what are we doing, dude?
I saw someone was saying they wanted someone to hurt him in practice so that Mills could start.
Hey, Mills was solid for him when he started for him.
I was like, bro, there's no way this is real. It was like a tweet. They were like, someone's trying to pay someone on the defense to hurt C.J. Stroud in practice.
Wow. And on the flip side of that, Drake May didn't look great either. In either one of these games. Either one of his playoff games.
Yep.
He's had problems turning the ball over too.
The Houston's offense was the worst like out of the two teams, right?
Yeah.
Out of
So I think that's what
out of every team over the weekend.
Well,
Maybe
I'm saying,
probably
yeah,
worse than the-
that's true.
I want to say they're even worse than the Rams. The Rams were at least moving it down the field.
They scored more points than the Niners.
I meant the Niners. I meant the Niners.
Niners.
I meant
yeah.
the Niners though. Like they were moving it down the field. At least they just weren't scoring.
And then, I mean, it didn't help Nico Collins out with the concussion.
Mhm.
Dalton Schultz left, the first quarter after, like, his second catch. It looked like he was going to have a monster game. And then the backup tight end tore his ACL. Kind of looked like my play when I tore my shit.
Ball thrown
Threw it
behind you.
behind
Shit back here.
him, threw it behind him, you try to turn and catch it back on the back shoulder inside the field, and your knee just does not go that direction.
Our tight end, my junior year did the same thing. Broke his ankle that way, reaching back.
Bro.
He
And
is.
the
He is.
weather-
I agree, Bryce.
Weather probably played. That's what I chalked it up to. I was like, oh, it's sleeting and raining. Once that goes away, or like they were saying, turns to snow, he'll figure it out. Nope, just never happened.
No.
Yep. I was not impressed.
It was very disappointing.
Yeah, but like I said, it was a good game in sense of like for football. It's good to see the Patriots defense kind of step up and take advantage of some of those opportunities and just finish the game out, like you said, without Drake May playing very good. Yeah, he has played good all season. So for them to kind of pick up the slack, I think it's exactly what they needed going into this next round. So, unfortunately, I think they have an easy opponent. I was very excited to see that Buffalo. Yeah, even the Broncos with the healthy Bo Nix, I was excited to see. You know what I mean? They've kind of been tested all year. Where you need to win is now. Like you didn't really necessarily need to win all those games all year, but they did. And you know what I mean? Where now is the must win. I was curious to see how they play out. I'm sure the defense is going to come to play. They always do. But I don't see Stidham leading them to victory.
But it might not be him leading them. It could be defense. It could if May plays the way he played, the Denver's secondary is better, in my opinion, than and so they just gotta make plays, And if you keep the Patriots defense on the field long enough, you're bound to get. I mean, kick field goals till you win. I don't know. It still could be there if the defense shows up and plays.
And I think they're going to have to. I agree. I think the defense is a huge factor in this game, but I just don't think they're going to be able to match. You know what I mean? Even if it's getting in position for a field goal, it's Drake May can do that. He's done it. You know what I mean? If they get stops and aren't getting beyond that, they're going to get the field goals. They're going to get in position. Their kicker, I can't say his name right now, but he has been lights out for them. You know what I mean? He's been hitting everything for them, especially in the playoffs. So, it's going to be a matter of can they keep up? Like, can that offense get themselves in the positions to even make it a field goal battle?
Yeah, that's true.
So. Be a great story if the Broncos win, though.
Oh, hell yeah. Get their ass kicked in the Super Bowl against any of the other teams, too. But, yeah.
Against the Seahawks.
Great story. I think the other better of the two teams are on this other matchup on the other side. So, but we'll get to that later. Last matchup, second overtime game of the round. The Rams and the Bears. Good game.
And it looked cold as hell there,
dude. It looked so
cold. It looked like they were playing on ice.
It was definitely affecting them. A lot of drop passes, a lot of hitting them right in their hands. Dude, I can see the frustration for Caleb Williams. He was throwing some dots, dude. Putting it right on the money for some of these guys. And they're just like, I was like, oh.
It's cold.
It's cold. And it is. It is cold. But I'm sure they
like trying to catch a cinder
too.
block.
Yep.
But you can see like the frustration building because they were trying to do everything they could. Ben Johnson was calling the shit out of plays, trying to get them back into that game. And again, they did. They were able to get back into that game. Just a costly costly throw there at the end for that interception by Caleb Williams.
The bad throw.
Yeah, just it did. It was like it didn't need to be thrown there. Like so. But good game. Good for the Bears fans. I think all the Bears fans that I have that are friends, they're not holding their head low. Like this is a good season for them. Like this is, I'm with the first year coach coming into them. You know what I mean? Brand new to the league. All they're going to do is be able to get better. He's going to dial up some different stuff. I think Moore's time is done though in Chicago. What do you think?
I don't know.
I feel like that play said a lot.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even trying on that whole route.
Yeah,
And if he
but
tried, if he tried just a little bit on that route, I feel like they would have had him. Like he would have been there. He would have beat him over the top. But he just was just.
I feel like he's doing like a lot of the dirty work and a lot of blocking. He's not, he's not the go-to guy with targets, so he's out there grinding anyways. So I think, and he's the older receiver in that room. He's tired, man. He
I
can.
get it. I get it.
He's
And
made some big plays
and I'm
for him
sure
too, though.
at that point in the game too. It's but they got to be on the same page there. Like at this point in the game, this time of the season, if that's what you're gonna get from him, let's not look that way. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. It just. You think so? He thinks Cat Williams, Caleb Williams is gonna be the next Pat Williams. Pat Williams. I said it again. I'm gonna let y'all read it.
I don't know about all that. I mean, it could be. I think with the season they had this year,
more mobile than him, though.
He's more mobile for sure. But after the season they had this year, I don't think a lot of people expected them to do anything close to what they did this year. This offseason, they're just going to get better. They're going to be way better, I think, going into next year.
Hope not.
It sucks for you.
Well, that's your problem. Is that whole division is now good, and the Vikings not doing as good as they did 1 year ago makes them all the way down at the bottom now. Like because of the success that the Lions have had, that where the Bears are right now, the Packers continuously, you know what I mean, just being successful. You know what I mean? So it's you guys kind of get the short end of the stick there and are just kind of pushed to the back. So, which is good. I'm sure that's every team's let us fight through the adversity and let everyone else kind of let us think they're the underdogs against that division, because there's going to be another division that plays everyone in that division next season. You know what I mean? So they'll be able to tell. And every division is getting hard. Look at the 49ers, the Rams, the Seahawks. They're all right there. It's kind of the hand you're drawn over there in that division. But I think the Bears fans have nothing but things to look forward to for the next season. Like you said, this probably wasn't it's everyone's expectation to win the Super Bowl. Obviously, it's the goal, but that's realistic goals is let's just have a good season, a new coach, move forward, second-year quarterback, and they think they exceeded expectations.
And the Vikings might be all right, too. I mean, I'd probably, hey, JJ, this is the other JJ. You guys are going to be roommates all summer until you figure it out and get a good chemistry going.
So I'm saying,
they should do. They should go get JJ Watt to be their DC, so they got 3 JJs, and then maybe just the combination of all the J's on the team will just help you.
3 JJs make it right. Is that what you're saying?
3 JJs make it right. That's a good. That's another phrase. I put down a shirt.
Because 2 don't.
No,
not yet. Anyway,
it out with 2.
Yeah.
But
I think they'll figure it out too next year.
I don't know if Caleb Williams is the next Pat Mahomes 2.0, but I think he's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if our receivers start messing around too.
True. Pat Mahomes is a $500 million man right now. With
the Pat Mahomes 2.0 is still in college, so
he's going to be a backup this year in college too, because he
transferred
to Oregon and Morris staying. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
idiot.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's wild.
Well, the winner of that Bears and Rams game was the Rams. I know we talked about the Bears the whole time, but the Rams, they just look good. I saw Devontae Adams he's not 100%. So,
no.
You see him come off the field a couple times, but he was there at the end finishing the game with them. So, just them. Matthew Stafford is just clutch. You know what I mean? They were having struggles the entire game. That Bears defense was kind of locking them up throughout that, but he just came in clutch and made some throws that he needed to make, got them in position. The offensive line gave him time. Kyron Williams is picking up 13 yards every time he touches the ball on a run, which is huge at that point in the game. You know what I mean? You're running the clock down, giving yourself put in position to win it, especially with the team that's coming back like the Bears, and they were able to get it done. So,
and that's the difference between 2 quarterbacks is you have one that is kind of that veteran style, like composed. Things aren't going right, then I'm dropping passes or I'm getting sacked. but yeah, his demeanor never changes. And you look
Never.
at the other side, and his demeanor is all over the place. He's yelling at one point. He's excited the next. Like it's just he let his emotions get the best of him, and I think that's what kind of set that tone on the offensive side.
Oh yeah.
His emotions get the best of him when he was running 26 yards backwards and then threw a dime to send it into overtime.
See,
Bro,
that's
that
crazy.
trash. That's that trash can drill.
Mhm.
Corner of the end zone trash can. He'd do it right there,
No.
and that was
Yeah,
not a push off.
yeah, but okay, but the corner, I don't know what he was doing.
He broke off his
They
coverage.
both, they just broke off. Like they
He
both
just-
split all away from each other. No
like-
one pushed. They were like right here,
What are
and
you
then they just
doing?
went in different directions. Terrible time.
No man deeper than you. You know,
He took like 2 steps forward as the ball was,
what was through?
closing
He
in.
wasn't
Or
even
close,
in a position
yeah.
to like reach for it at all. Yeah, he
No.
was screwed.
Crazy play.
Yeah,
I saw a video today. Oh, go ahead, Ethan.
Matthew Stafford took a couple shots and it was cold and it looked like they hurt too. You could
He's
see it
old.
on his face. Yeah. Well,
Okay,
that was one.
He's an older quarterback in the league.
Well, I mentioned that because at the beginning of the year, most of the year, we were talking about him taking reduced hits in his back or his disc or whatever that's messed up. So I'm sure he's fine right now, but some of those
He's
hits
still-
looked like he was in pain, man.
Mhm. Yeah, when you get tackled on the
top of it
ice.
being cold as hell. Yeah.
Like I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, a couple of those catches, like I was like that. I'm looking for iceberg. Like I was reminded of the tight end. He dove for the ball, and it's like, I'm like that has to be just chewed up.
Yeah. I saw a video today, and it was like I should have known when the chemistry between the equipment guy and the quarterback was this spot on that it was that they were gonna. You see that video? Matthew Stafford was there during a timeout. He turned around to run to the field, and he just like throws his parka off, and the equipment manager is running by and just like grabs it, like it was like timed perfect. He just goes, grabs it, and runs off the field. It's like I should have known when he saw this time, and it was game over for Matthew.
Yeah, it looked like it like levitated.
But
into
it
his
was
hand.
crazy. It's like they've done it
Let's
hundreds.
see.
They practice that.
It's one of the plays.
They're so damn good that they're fucking practicing how to take off parkas with the equipment managers, dude. No, it was cool to see them get an overtime win, and their defense played a part in that. It wasn't just the offense, which has kind of been not every week. Their defense has came to play, but the storyline behind them is the MVP season Matthew Stafford is having. Puka Nacua going off, breaking the record in terms of receptions in a season. That's kind of been the storyline behind the Rams. You know what I mean? The dual backfield between Corum and Williams. So it was cool to kind of see the defense step up in a time of need and kind of get that big turnover, even though it was a terrible throw regardless. But to be there for that turnover, you know what I mean? So.
Got breaking news.
Uh-oh.
As of 13 minutes ago.
What do we got?
Chargers are planning to hire Mike McDaniel as offensive coordinator.
What? I don't have that on my head coach tracking tracker.
Oh, this just came out.
On the tracking tracker, huh?
That's probably why he withdrew from the Browns coaching interviews or availabilities.
Go to the Chargers. OC.
Go work for Harbaugh, huh?
That's
I think it's smart. I don't think he needed to jump into another head coaching spot anyways, so.
Yeah, but I don't think OCs can vape on the sidelines, dude. I think only head coaches can do that.
yeah. That's on head coaching.
Cameras are going to be off him a lot more than it used to be, so.
That's true. Hey, if they keep their line healthy and who
Yep.
knows, might be really good for them.
Yeah, I'm excited. They have that the young tight end in Gatson. You know, what I mean, a couple young running backs in Vidal and Hampton. Herbie looking good last season. You know, coming off a really good year. McConkey kind of didn't do much, but the ceiling is there. You know what I mean? Like he has the
he's right
potential
there.
there. So yeah, that could be. It's exciting to kind of see how that plays out. He doesn't have the worry of running a whole organization. He can kind of focus on just that offense. So probably not. I guess he can keep the sunny sunglasses in L.A.
Yeah, it's probably the only other place he could have gone to keep that around.
You broke that news. Surprise! Look at him. He's pissed.
No. You wanted him for the Raiders, I think.
He wants everyone on the Raiders, but also no one at the same time, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we talked a little bit, but we'll get into the matchups for this weekend. We have the Patriots and the Broncos. Well, we'll start with that one just because it's kind of we talked about most of it already in terms of who's playing, who's starting, who the backup is. So I think we're all on the same page. We're going the Patriots on the road in Denver, though. Just keep that in mind. Patriots are on the road. They've been at home their last couple rounds, but them being the 2 against the 1, they do have to travel to Denver, Mile High City. Hopefully it's not going to be cold because I'm going to Colorado in a couple weeks and I don't want to snow. But
No, it's gonna.
But yeah, what do you guys do? Are we in agreement? Patriots are winning this game, right? I think it was a toss-up before the injury. What do you got to say, Bleach?
No,
I already said
agree.
it, the defense.
I'm hoping it's a good game. That's what I'm hoping for. I still think.
I also obviously it would suck for everyone else in that bracket for it to be a walkthrough. For them to walk through Denver would be shitty. Yeah, especially with Denver being the 1 seed.
I'll be the bad guy and piss a lot of people off. Patriots had a soft schedule this year, and then they've had a soft schedule in the postseason.
And they capitalized, though. Correct. They have. And other teams have also. The Eagles have won Super Bowls doing the same thing. Capitalize on those games because that's very easy to go in and just lose these games because they were in trouble in a lot of those games. Especially even the Broncos. You know what I mean? So
people are going to be mad. But it's true.
It's true. I think it might be another overtime game. I think it's going to be close.
You think it's going to go overtime?
I think it's going to be close.
I think Denver's defense is good enough to do it. If Bo Nix was healthy and playing, even if J.K. Dobbins is not back or not, I would have been going Broncos in this situation.
Yeah, me too.
Broncos wide receivers is the issue, is what I see, right?
Little Jordan Humphries has been popping off for them, dog.
With Bo Nix. So that's the only thing that kind of worries me.
Tight ends and backups. Sir.
Ingram.
Yeah,
tight ends and backups, dude. Tight ends and backups. He has the ability. The ability is there for Ingram.
Pat Bryant, that's a solid receiver. He's started to turn on lately. Troy Franklin got hurt that last game too.
Got hurt. Yep.
Sutton's been consistent though, either too. Like it's not like
Sutton has too, but they didn't get him the ball
at all.
Yep. Or maybe they try. Maybe Stidham tries to force it down his throat.
Yeah. Maybe maybe he does.
We'll see. He's gonna get a full week of practice. Don't laugh, please. It was not. Try to give a straight face. All right. Other matchup: Rams Seahawks. Third matchup of the season for them. Do we know the record?
They're 1-1.
Are they 1-1?
Both at homes or?
The first game, the Rams picked off Darnold 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next game, the Rams didn't look so great.
I remember that. We thought the Rams were going to come through and just beat them again. Excellent. Okay.
That was like perfect time.
If anybody didn't know, Daniel didn't eat before we came on the pod.
Shit myself. Did not shit myself for those listening. Rams Seahawks in Seattle, 12th man in effect again. If that defense does a good job to kind of keep Sam Darnold from having to make every decision in this game, I think it behooves them to, to have the advantage. But the Rams are coming in as a top team, not a 5 seed. You know what I mean? They're a 5 seed on paper, but they're not a 5 seed in terms of just kind of what they've been able to do coming into their season. That division was tough.
Yep. If they Rams better kick it right. They bet don't kick it left. Opening kickoff. Yeah, do not kick it to that man. So and the 12th man's coming into play too. You guys see that thing? I don't know if it's true, but
earthquake?
Is the 12-second earthquake? minor
on
earthquake.
Shahid's return.
Mm-hmm.
I said it was an equivalent. It was an equivalent to. I don't remember what level it was that they said, but it was an equivalent to an earthquake.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're notorious for that. They did the same thing when Marshawn Lynch had his run against the Saints.
They did that in college too. Who's that? Virginia Tech that plays Inner Sandman. Plays some Metallica. They picked it up on a Richter scale once there too. That's so crazy to me.
The energy's just that lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stadium starts to shake.
Well, they're gonna need it because the Rams are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they get loud enough and they mess with that, get them down, get them scrambling, get them not be able to make adjustments, audibles.
I think that's going to be the biggest thing is disrupting
them. That's the biggest thing.
Getting him uncomfortable, not letting Matthew Stafford just sit back there and dissect because that's what he's been doing this year and just tearing people up.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. They can have 12 man. They could have 13th and 14th man. It's Matthew Stafford, dude. He's been here before. He's won. He's had an MVP season. I don't think. Sure, they're gonna get some false starts, so there's gonna be some confusion or miscommunication. I don't think it's gonna rattle him that much. And I got the Rams winning this, man. Just because Matthew Stafford, their receivers obviously have been balling out with Devontae and Puka. And I like that Blake Corum has gotten more involved. Kind of keeps the running backs fresh.
Trusting him. They're trusting him too.
Yeah. They slowly worked him in midway through the season. They started giving him more and more and more. And then, now you got two fresh guys. Either one of them can run the ball well. So I'm taking the experience and the MVP and the Super Bowl champ, Matthew Stafford.
On the road?
Yeah, give him 14, man. I don't care.
15.
Give him 15.
Yeah, why
Double
not?
it up and throw 22 out there, dude. What are we doing?
Y'all can have a 20-second earthquake.
If Puka
Matthew
Nacua
Stafford's
is
gonna
out
be
there
fine.
with them, Nakua's going to find an opening, and Matthew Stafford's going to find him. They've been doing it all year.
And don't forget who's on the other side.
Devontae.
Cooper Kupp.
Okay, it's Cooper Kupp.
Mm-hmm.
Rivalry game.
It's going to be a fun game. I think it'll be
close.
I don't think it's
I'm going the dark side. I'm sorry, that's what I'm picking. That's what I picked. The dark side. That's what they named them. That's what they named themselves. That defense. Yep. I think they have what
Why
it
do they
takes.
always have to come up with some
Legion of
dumb
Boom.
name? Yeah.
You know why
The dark
they,
side.
You know why they
Like
do
you
it?
need to validate yourself or
It's
something.
the reality shows, bro. Like the Big Brother, they come up with the names for their alliance. It's
Weird.
like that's where it stems from.
They're the only ones that do that.
Everybody, yeah.
Since the old days, like with Bleach's team, the Purple People Eaters and stuff like that.
And the Steel Curtain was the
Peter
Steelers. Yeah, Purple Peter Eaters.
Steel curtains and stuff like that. Back when football was like smash mouth, like physical and like for real. Now
that defense looks smashed. Last week I saw if they can.
He's like that defense is smash the mouth, dude. All right.
Yep.
What do they call themselves again? Sorry, let me write this
The
down.
dark side.
Let me
So I
write
can-
this down.
So I can never say this ever again. That's the lamest defensive name I've ever heard.
Oh man.
I don't know, man.
Legion of Boom was corny, but I mean it sounds cool.
Just a quick look at the bracket.
The dark side.
Just updated on how it works. It gets reseeded every. Yeah, my bad. It gets reseeded every round, so that the highest seed is playing the lowest seed every single time. So these flip sides on the bracket because the Broncos get the home seed. Same thing with these on this side, just for in terms of how it worked out. But you've been watching them make their way through. Both teams with the byes are in the championship game. You got a 5 seed and a 2 seed. So I'm excited for this weekend, how it plays out. Yeah, and then we'll debrief it. I think we have a break next week, right? Because next weekend there's no games, and then the weekend after.
No.
So we'll still have our pod. We'll go on and talk. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about Pro Bowl. There's some stuff I wanted to talk about on Pro Bowl stuff, and it was kind of feel like the new format, the old format, that kind of shit. So we'll have stuff to talk about next weekend too, even though there won't be matchups. But excited for these matchups. Excited for how they're going to go forward, and We'll get Bryce. Yeah, hopefully we get Bryce back next week. But Blake's pick is still in effect, even though he picked the ones.
Did you pick Rams or?
I picked the Rams.
Any?
Yeah, I'm going Rams Patriots.
Okay.
For this weekend.
Yep. And Bleach picked something about Star Wars or some shit. I don't.
Yeah,
Dark side.
Bleach said he's going Broncos Seahawks, huh?
That was my first. That was my first initial until Knicks got hurt. But I'm not counting them out. I don't know.
Yeah, I said it to Ethan and Bryce when the Rams and the Bears were playing that last drive. That game was just going so back and forth. Just the way they looked, I thought the winner of that game was going to be the Super Bowl champion. So
that's what Bryce also said.
Bryce did say it. So I think the Rams just look good, like on paper and what they've been able to show. So it's going to be a big thing, like you said. The Seahawks, whatever you want to call them, if they can get after Matthew Stafford, it changes everything. That's no one's really been able to do that. The most hits he took was this last game, and I mean, then they were able to get the dub. So
he's not be moving as fast as he was.
Well, he's like 87 years old. Dude.
I know. After getting banged up last week, he's gonna be
banged up. Is crazy. Speaking of old age, Tampa Bay is hiring Danny Smith to be its special teams coordinator. He is 72 years old.
Oh, yeah, got some.
You got a lot of knowledge. Yep.
Yeah. Probably been a lot of special teams coaches.
I bet that guy knows ball, dude.
So he'll be there with Tampa Bay. Join their coaching staff. Their coach. I think they hired somebody else too down the list. So curious to see how that goes. How that plays out for them. Yeah, but he's 72. Definitely knows ball. Huh?
I would say so.
Tennessee is expected to hire Robert Saleh, 49ers defensive coordinator, as their next head coach. I was telling Ethan, I think it's crazy. That's of all the teams for him to leave again to go to, like Tennessee. All right, that car's back from the store. But yeah, from all teams for him to be able to leave like again to like for what he was able to do this year with the 49ers and kind of the hodgepodge group of players that he had next year, why not run it back with your go-tos? You know what I mean?
With your starters.
With your starters, but nope. Gonna take on that challenge. I think already took on a challenge with the Jets and failed. Wasn't, you know what I mean? Coming into an already kind of depleted system is hard in itself. The Titans maybe not as bad as what the Jets scenario was.
Still not good though.
Still not good though. I could see him coming in and making a lot of changes because it's not his first rodeo. So curious to see how that plays out too.
I've seen a lot of fans and people just confused or upset or don't like it because a lot of people were under the impression that they might go an offensive coordinator guy or offensive mind to help Cam Ward, which does make sense. So it'll be interesting. And a lot of people are against all the retread coaches too. So
well, there's
I like Saleh, so I thought I like the guy with the Jets. I just think he had a bad hand. Like, what do you want him to do with that?
Well, I think there's OCs out there that they could get that are in contention for head coaching spots that they're not going to get. Like, I think Kubiak, for example, the familiarity with Saleh, kind of going head to head in that division a couple times, I think would be complimentary, kind of for him in Tennessee. You know what I mean? Just kind of throwing an offensive guy out there. Yeah, but you never know. Like he could still be hired at one of these spots. There's still so many open head coach vacancies.
Dude, there's so many positions open there. There's interviews that people like the pass game coordinators are getting interviews. Stuff like that. Like, okay, it's kind of weird, but why not, I guess.
Yeah. Miami Dolphins hired Jeff Hafley. He was the Packers defensive coordinator. They hired him as their head coach. And then they also hired general manager John Eric Sullivan. I don't really know who he is, but new GM, new head coach, kind of a rebuild there. Curious to see if they go try to get a quarterback. They rock with Ewers. Who knows what they're going to kind of do next season, but
I would guess they're probably gonna do a couple of moves. Don't know who or
To go
what.
get somebody. It's a destination place to be. You don't have to pay
Yeah.
taxes in Miami. Like there's perks to being in Miami. 100%.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill's there. Don't forget about him. Like there's.
I mean, you got good receivers. I think they got some good
A-Chain's
rookie
a
running
top five.
backs too.
I was gonna say even A-Chain's a top 5 running back this year statistically.
Yeah.
Like
give it a year or two. Ollie Gordon, right? They showed some promise this year. So, and defense, they're not terrible.
Yeah.
You got guys like Jordan Brooks over there, and they've played some tough games on defense. So who knows? I would guess they would make a couple of moves though. Shake it up.
So too. Like I said, it's a destination place. Taxes thing is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Offensive coordinator Drew Petzing was hired by the Atlanta Falcons. He was the Cardinals OC the last 3 seasons. So, sucks for Atlanta.
Take them. Yeah. Have fun.
Or that was the Lions that did that, sorry. Atlanta is hiring Kevin Stefanski as their head coach. And they are hiring Matt Ryan as their president of football operations. Matty
Crazy.
Ice. So Stefanski, take him off the list for everybody else, taking the head coaching job in Atlanta with some difficult decisions to make coming in as the HC, right?
For Atlanta?
Yeah, is he rocking with Penix? Is he rocking with Cousins? Are they going a whole different route? Like, what do you think? Stefanski's not the guy to make that decision either. Like, clearly.
I don't think anybody in the world knows that answer because look at the Browns the last few years and the quarterbacks they ran through. He doesn't know that. He's not going to make the decision. Like, I have no idea. I don't think it matters when you got someone like Bijan Robinson and Drake London and Kyle Pitts out there. That defense is going to be nasty. Mark my words. I've been saying it. They're going to be nasty next year.
I say you just rock with Kirk Cousins, dude. He's already established it. He's done it. You know what I mean? He can do it. He came in after sitting the entire season and kind of was lights out for a little bit. Didn't make him win a lot of games, but
no,
put up some yards. Those offensive players, like you said, that you named, were all eating that whole time.
Dude, what do you do with Penix?
Let him go.
I don't know.
See you later.
Trade him to one of these teams that needs
somebody.
I guess.
It's not a fit scheme wise.
You noticed
We'll take
Kirk Cousins started getting those great clips commercials again as soon as he became the starter again. It's immediate. Like they've been sitting on him.
Well, he's also been like, because he was a backup, he's been on like TV too. So he's been like doing a lot of TV, and it's like, don't you gotta play this week? Like, what you doing, no? So I don't know. It's curious to see how that turns out. New head coach coming in, new president of football operations, who was a former quarterback for the organization. Curious to see how that plays out.
It'll be interesting, and it's going to be a lot more fun next year because there is going to be an addition to that rivalry, that division rivalry, because Baker Mayfield has said he looks forward to playing his old coach twice a year.
He hates Stefanski, bro.
Yeah. So that's going to make it a lot more fun.
I love how Baker's still talking shit. Like, didn't have the season
he wanted. Does, man.
Didn't have the season he wanted. Was sitting there rooting for the Panthers to win a game, or you know what I mean? That's whoever was rooting for the Falcons to win the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy how it works out.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. We talked about it earlier. New York Giants officially hired John Harbaugh as their head coach. I think he had his press conference today. I think it was yesterday. He met a lot of the people, and today he had his first press conference with the team. So I'm excited. You know what I mean? He's a rah guy. He's a player's coach. He's going to come and kind of bring that next level energy. Ethan has had the advantage of kind of having that type of coach. That's the coach you want. You know what I mean? That's the kind of coach you want. And I don't think we've had anybody like that since maybe Tom Coughlin in New York. You know what I mean? So
they've all had it for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, that didn't help us. Let's see how that played out. So I'm excited to kind of get that culture rebuild that we need. You know what I mean? You need that in New York. So I'm excited for that. And it sounds like he was excited. He said this was the job he wanted when he started looking. So I don't know if I'm just saying that to say the right words at the press conference, but That's what you want to hear from a coach. You want him to hear that he understands the history that the organization comes with. You know what I mean? The rivalries that they have throughout the league. So he's just going to do nothing but amplify that because that's what he did in Baltimore. So I'm curious to see who comes with him. You guys got a lot of free agents on your team this next season. So
Ain't going to New York.
A couple. Come on. I think we get Linderbaum. I think we get him, which would be the best one available out of your team. So,
lineman, huh?
Yeah, we would need it. We need a huge man in there in the middle.
What did Dayball call them? Hog mollies? What did he say?
Big hog mollies. I just heard a guy call them big fatties on TV one time. I was like, can't say that probably. But yeah, I'm excited for that culture rebuild. I think John Harbaugh's the answer. He's definitely the best one available out there out of everyone. So
line up the creatine.
Line it up.
Get it going. Be telephone poles at everybody's table.
I'm excited. In the same division, Washington Commanders hired David Blow. I don't know if that's what his name. As their offensive coordinator. He was already on their staff as the assistant quarterbacks coach, so he just got promoted to OC from within, replacing Cliff. So,
who is still out there somewhere looking for a job?
Blow. I think it's Blow. It's great. Yeah, Cliff has not been hired anywhere. And then our most recent firing that we had in terms of head coaches, Sean McDermott did get fired for the Buffalo Bills after 9 seasons as their head coach. He went 98-50 in regular season, but his playoff record is 8-8.
Nope.
So not super hot when it comes to the games that matter the most. You know what I mean? Those playoff games.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've seen a lot of people are upset about it and said that they fired the wrong guy. I can see that.
Who goes?
I think they're wanting
GM?
the GM out of there. I don't know the Bills organization that well like that. It's just what I've been seeing. I've been reading all these stories and all these people that talk about it. But
I think he's talking about Below.
Oh, that makes sense. But like, what do you guys think? Like, it's crazy to see someone like McDermott, Harbaugh, and Tomlin get fired. They're making the postseasons. They've got MVP players. They're not winning all the time. Like you said, McDermott's 8-8, which sucks. But like,
he's there.
Is a new coach gonna change that? Are you gonna go to the Super Bowl next year because you got rid of him? Is it more on the players? Is it on the coach?
Is it a fall guy? Someone's got to take the fall.
Yeah,
Who's responsible for? We have this fat quarterback. We have this at this positions. We have this as an organization. What are we not doing? Who's at fault here? Somebody has to be a reason because for it to all these teams, Bills, Ravens, not necessarily the Steelers, but with Aaron Rodgers this year, all were banking on playing in February. You know what I mean? And not playing in February is a fail to those teams because year in and year out they're in positions to do that. So I think, like you said, I think it's difficult to say. McDermott surprised me when I saw it come across the board, but it also at the same point is those 8 losses in the playoffs in your 9 years of coaching speak volumes. You know what I mean? You make it every year, but you also lose every year that you make it. You can't close.
Made the playoffs 8 out of 9 years. There's guys out there coaching that haven't made it once and
one time.
Still have their job.
You know, it's just it's crazy to me, and like I get it. Like you're not gonna go out there and say, "Hey, we're 8-8 now. We lost yet another playoff game. We're gonna trade Josh Allen." That would be ridiculous. But the game's kind of on Josh Allen that game. He had 4 turnovers? And I know a lot of Bills fans out there are pissed off about the PI calls and the refereeing.
Those are clean calls, bro.
Bryce is one of those guys that didn't like the calls because he picked them to win. BB boo boo.
I picked them to win too, but both of them are clean.
But like, no one in the right mind is gonna be like, "Hey, we lost again. We're gonna get rid of Josh Allen."
No.
So it's not even the first round either.
Oh yeah.
So it's I don't know. I think they fire somebody else.
McDermott had to be the guy. Like you said, circumstantially, because of what he's showing on paper, analytics play a factor into like what they have in terms of coaches. Even you know what I mean, like what's going into these factors on making these decisions. But there's also coaches of the 15 years on. That's not a thing anymore. Like those ones that have done that these are the ones leaving. The names leaving. That's not what people do anymore. There's a lot of change and movement, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Bryce in the chat's talking about. Forgot Bosa was even on the team. It was a dumb pickup for the Bills. I agree. I didn't forget he was on the team, but like he didn't do anything all year to kind of help.
He had a couple flashes where he would make a big play, but he's not the same guy that he was.
No.
A lot of players actually came out and said like their piece on McDermott getting fired. They didn't like it. They thought it was stupid, or they got the wrong guy, or they should have kept him on.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them even saying they're his best coach. He was their best coach ever.
You think that they knew if they didn't win, he was getting the axe, and that's why they were so emotional?
I don't know. I doubt it. They probably didn't expect it because that group of guys has been there and done it, and they're still trying to figure it out.
Core.
And now you've taken that chance away from them to figure it out next year and possibly do it. And they all seem, ready to go to war for McDermott, and then you get rid of them, and now they're upset or pissed off. Now there's a rift there in the organization.
Are they playing for the new guy? Did the new guy have the team right away?
They don't even know who it's going to be, and then how that's going to work out. So hopefully it's not. Same thing with the Ravens too. Hopefully it's not like a downturn.
Well, you mentioned it in our group chat. No college coaches you haven't seen no names from any college people. Maybe some of these open spots that are coming up late that's the direction they could go with. You know what I mean? So,
well, it's very possible it could be. The only thing is a lot of these guys are staying an extra year, and then the NIL and the college money is just getting up there, man. So it might be more lucrative for them to stay in college than go to the NFL. I know for the players.
You're also going to get the players that can, hey, I could be a first round fucking pick this year because XYZ are staying. You know what I mean? So it's going to be the give and take that comes with that.
How much like a first rounder get paid? Like what's like a normal contract?
I don't know the exact, but there's a difference between top three, between 3 and 10, 10 and 20, 20 and 32, and then second round back. Like there's a difference between it's cut up between all that.
I don't know.
Chances are, if you're going first round, you're making more than your NIL deal. Chances are.
That's the deciding factor. If they're not getting predicted in the first round, they're staying.
That's why guys have always come back and been like, "No, I'm going to play again next year," because they would make more.
In the NIL.
You would make more money in college, and you could also have a great year and boost your stock for the draft the next year.
I think Moore just wants a natty. That's why he stayed.
That would make sense. Like, why not? You got a great team over there.
A lot of people coming back.
And there's a couple of things he needs to, develop more and work on. I don't know. He was probably projected to be the number 2 pick or number 2 quarterback for sure, but that's a weak draft class this year for QBs. Next year is different.
Mendoza kind of nice.
You got Arch coming. Arch is taking over.
Mendoza kind of nice though.
Oh yeah, well, as much as Bryce says that the Raiders don't want him, unfortunately, Raiders fans aren't the decision makers. And Tom Brady was drooling over Mendoza.
At the game.
In this last game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
do you guys really think he was there, like, scouting him to watch him play?
No, Tom Brady can do whatever the fuck he wants.
He's just there to be him, man, because he can be there and we can't.
But it was also like,
but his presence being there.
I can be there and be Tom Brady and just be there. But I also had the advantage of being there and watching this guy play in the biggest game of his entire life and get a front row seat at it. He wants. Hey, he was saying that they want to take again and go get Arch. I was like, yeah, Tom Brady don't give a fuck what y'all think.
That's not bad. I like that. I mean, Arch had a bad year this year, and that's why he's staying. And that's another thing. There was a rumor that Sarkisian might be going to the NFL, like beginning of college year, and then now Arch is staying, and you haven't heard his name anymore in the trade carousel. So because his Arch is staying, he's probably going to stay at least another year.
Yeah. Well, transfer portal isn't over either. There's still some movement going on. Some big names out there. But like you said, I agree. I don't think Mendoza is a fit for kind of that Raiders culture and kind of what they're trying to build. I think he's going to kind of get lost in that. I think Arch brings that grit that he could kind of fit right in there. Yeah, but do you take another season to go get Arch? Like Tom Brady drafting Manning? I don't know. That's Craig. I don't know.
We're going to trade them JJ.
Just kidding.
We're trading the Raiders JJ in first round.
For what? For the pick?
Yeah, for Mendoza.
Well, then they get JJ, and he hates being a Raider for a year. And then they hope they get Arch.
Arch, yeah. See, it works out.
No, that's not going to work.
I don't see them passing up on Mendoza. I think he's a Heisman winner.
Yeah, there's too much pressure there.
Too much involved in a position that you need now. Like you need a quarterback. You also need a head coach. So we'll see how that works out.
Dude, that's gonna be so weird.
He said, "We've been asked for 20 years. Why not one more?" Well, you are making some very valid points. Again, Tom Brady, if you're listening, Bryce has some very good points. Make sure you check out our chat, Tom.
Yeah, if you're still in here, Tom. Yeah.
All right. Well, excited for this next week. That's all I got. So, I'm excited for this next week. And then I haven't really. Actually, that's what I want to talk about. We'll talk about it a little bit this week, and then next week we'll kind of get into it. But Pro Bowl, kind of disappointing the last couple of years. I think if they went back to the original, just give everyone an invitation, bring you and your family to Hawaii again, do the skills competition, and then play a football game. Like some of these guys haven't played football that are going to play in the Pro Bowl in a month and a half already. A month, you know what I mean? Like go play a football game. Nope, they're gonna play flag football again.
Dodgeball and flag football.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Pro Bowl since it was a football game.
Yeah, I haven't watched the football. I watched the skill stuff because I like to see that stuff. It's still not the same as the skill stuff used to be, but I do watch that part of it. But yeah, I don't watch.
They still do like the deep ball throw.
No, it's different.
See, that's OG right there.
They play games. Yeah, we'll talk about that next week. But yeah, they play games. They play games and stuff, and like. It's team versus team. It's NFC versus AFC in like small little games leading into the big game.
Somebody gets to be coached, like Peyton and Eli Manning were coaches.
I don't think they're doing it this year, but they did the last like 3, and I think Eli won two out of the 3. So
some of it's cool, and I understand like it's kind of hard to be like, oh, I'm gonna go play in the Pro Bowl and risk tearing an ACL or breaking my neck or stuff like that.
Some of these bad injuries that people are getting can happen in flag football too.
Yeah,
that's if you're already going, you're taking the risk. Like, go pad it up, do the stretches, get in your routine that you've been doing all year. It's your job. You know what I mean? It's what they do, and I guarantee you, as much as they say that they don't want to, they would enjoy it. There's people that probably wouldn't play as hard and they go for they go just to go, but take them back to Hawaii, do it the way they did it back in the day. I feel like there's the nostalgia that plays back into that. You know what I mean? So do it the fastest dude race, like all that shit that they used to do.
I think it would be better if they did it the week after Super Bowl.
No, no. Super Bowl people wouldn't go either way.
Well, sure.
Because if you lost, you're beefed. If you win, you're celebrating.
No.
So, I don't know. I like having it in the middle week because it kind of leads into it. It's the build up. It's a lot of coverage. Yeah, a lot of coverage that they do, and then the media. I like the media week leading up to it. Pat McAfee gets he does his podcast live from the where the Super Bowl is going to be. So he'll probably be in Santa Clara this year on the Strip somewhere doing a live podcast. Next year we'll probably do that for us. We didn't get the invite this year, but we started late. This is all the hoarder deal. So, fuck you laughing at, Bleeds?
He's laughing because he wasn't here, so that means he's not invited either way.
Yeah,
you're a late addition.
I'm trying to get a hold of the dude for the address. He won't give it to me.
Well, I will put a vote in that it's been long enough that maybe you reach out to second place, and then we'll give him a week, and if not, then Bleach gets it.
Send it. Just send it. It's all right. I'm here. You know.
I mean, yeah, the collusion would be easy, but
Well, yeah.
it's just a matter of trying to be fair to the guy.
Yeah, 100% trying to be fair. Reach out to second place, give him a week. If nothing within a week, then Bleach is next in line.
Did you win third place at least, or did you lose? Did you finish fourth?
Bleach got third.
Oh. I got third. But I heard the guy in second place doesn't really like hot sauce.
How do you know?
Talk to him?
Oh, he's a Vikings fan, so they just know each other.
Vikings fans don't like hot sauce? Is that a thing?
No, I love hot sauce.
Well.
Cool.
Yeah, then we'll give Bleach a week, and if we don't hear from him, then I'll just keep the shit.
No, I got it.
Add it to my collection. I'm almost out of hot.
No, I probably gotta order some. Text me that.
I'll tell you right now. I'll shout it out for everybody.
Shout it again.
Looking for final standings.
Do you have a website?
Peppers, yes, I'm telling you right now. JenkinsPeppers.org. Anybody listening, you want some hot sauce? They also got seasonings. One of my favorites is the smoked sea salt.
Seasonings.
Check them out.
Jenkins. All right, I got it.
He also does a farmer's market out there somewhere around you, Bleach. I don't know where at.
Oh, really?
Maybe not by you.
Okay.
Ontario, California? I don't know.
Oh, it's down by my parents, yeah.
There you go.
Tell them to go scoop up some Jenkins pepper sauce.
Family weekend trip to go see the grandparents and, maybe hit a farmer's market.
Now we're cooking.
What was your other, the one you liked, the seasoning one? What was it called?
Smoked sea salt. We have a couple other ones. I haven't tried this one. This is just everything spice. I'm sure it's good. We have the Santa Maria one. That one's pretty good too.
I bet that's bomb. I should try too.
I think that's exactly what they write it. The description for is try to.
Okay. The best. Yep. All right,
fellas. Well, another great successful episode. We'll catch you guys on episode 26 next week. Pro Bowl week. And then the week after we'll have our Super Bowl extravaganza episode. Good? All good? You guys got anything else? Bryce, got anything else before we dip? Yeah, you gotta be chatting 10 minutes. Just kidding. Yeah. All right.
He's over it. He got mad at the Raiders. He got flustered and bothered.
One more year means a whole different meaning to him, huh?
He's just trying to wish it into existence, hoping they hear his thoughts.
Well, like I said, Tom Brady, if you're listening still, DM Bryce.
Yeah.
Catch y'all later.
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 We're gonna fire this audio guy, bro.
Powered by Riverside.
Bryce wants a hot sauce. Well, you came in like 8th place. Can't do it now. Like, share, subscribe. Check us out on TikTok. Your mom's favorite podcast.
Don't forget that part.